The Zephyrian Council had made their decision 15 years ago, with the cold calculation that defined their species. Ana Martinez, the smallest human in the diplomatic exchange program, had been deemed insufficient for pack integration and cast out from their homeworld of Nexus Prime. The wolf-like aliens had expected her to die alone in the void, as was tradition for rejected cubs. They had been catastrophically wrong. Commander Helen Voss stood beside Ana on the bridge of the UES Retribution, watching the familiar blue-green marble of Nexus Prime grow larger in the view screen. The massive dreadnought led a fleet of 200 human vessels, each one bristling with weapons technology the Zephyrians had never imagined possible. "Incoming transmission from the planetary surface," reported Lieutenant Chen from the communications station. "Put it through," Ana commanded, her voice carrying an authority that would have been unrecognizable to the Zephyrians who had once dismissed her as weak. The holographic display flickered to life, revealing the grizzled face of Alpha Prime Corvash, the same Zephyrian leader who had personally overseen her exile. His golden eyes, once filled with contempt, now showed barely concealed fear. "Ana Martinez," Corvash growled, his universal translator struggling with the tremor in his voice. "You returned to us changed. I returned to you exactly as your people made me," Ana replied calmly. "You rejected the smallest cub, believing size determined strength. Today you learn what humans call perspective." Helen watched his longtime friend and commanding officer with admiration. Where the Zephyrians saw only Ana's petite 5-foot frame, humans had recognized something far more dangerous, and brilliant tactical mind wrapped in unbreakable determination. The years following her exile had forged her into one of humanity's most formidable military leaders. "Your pack has grown," Corvash admitted, his voice carrying the weight of impending doom. "You didn't expect me to survive," Ana interrupted. "Your mistake was assuming human pack dynamics mirror your own. You cast out individuals you deem weak. We strengthen them." The truth of her words resonated through the bridge. Every officer present had been rejected or overlooked by someone, somewhere. Ana had built her reputation by finding the discarded and forgotten, turning them into an unstoppable force. The crew of the Retribution wasn't just a military unit, it was a family of the unwanted who had found their place among the stars. "What do you want?" Corvash asked, though his defeated posture suggested he already knew. Ana stepped closer to the holographic projection, her dark eyes reflecting the cold light of distant stars. 15 years ago, your Council of Alphas made a declaration about human weakness. Today, that debt comes due." The communication ended, leaving the bridge in tense silence. Helen moved to stand beside Ana, his massive frame casting a shadow over her smaller form, a shadow she had long since learned to use as camouflage. "The fleet is in position," he reported quietly. "All ships report ready for Operation Homecoming." Ana nodded, then activated the fleet-wide communication channel. Her voice carried to every ship in the Armada, reaching the 20,000 human warriors who had followed her across the galaxy. "Today, we stand at the world that taught us an important lesson about the difference between size and strength. The Zephyrians believed physical dominance determined worth. They judged the pack by its largest members, never understanding that sometimes the smallest cub grows up to lead the hunt." Murmurs of approval echoed through the communication system. Many of the crew had been rejected by their own societies before finding purpose in Ana's fleet. "This is not about revenge," Ana continued, her voice growing stronger. "This is about education. Today, Nexus Prime learns what happens when you underestimate human adaptability, human ingenuity, and human refusal to stay down when knocked down." The planetary defense grid activated around Nexus Prime, its outdated energy shields flickering to life like dying stars. The Zephyrian fleet, once mighty enough to cow 3 star systems, looked pitiful compared to the human armada that now surrounded their world. "They're hailing us again," Lieutenant Chen reported. "Ignore them," Ana ordered. "Begin the demonstration." The human fleet moved with precision that spoke of countless hours of training and absolute trust in their commander. They didn't fire on the planet or its defenses. Instead, they began a complex maneuver that showcased their superior technology and coordination. Ships that should have been too massive to move with such grace danced through space like Anna herself, moved through diplomatic negotiations, small, precise, and utterly devastating when underestimated. The display lasted exactly 15 minutes, one for each year of Anna's exile. When it concluded, Nexus Prime's defense grid had been systematically disabled without a single shot being fired. The Zephyrian fleet hung powerless in space, their weapons systems quietly deactivated by human cyber warfare specialists. "Now," Anna said, opening communication with the planet once more, "let's discuss the terms of Nexus Prime's integration into the Human Colonial Alliance." Korvash's image reappeared, his proud shoulders now bowed in defeat. You're not here for conquest." Anna smiled, and for the first time in the conversation, genuine warmth touched her expression. The smallest cub learned something during her exile, Alpha Prime. True strength isn't measured by what you can destroy, but by what you choose to build instead. She gestured to the fleet surrounding them. "Every ship out there carries not just weapons, but engineers, doctors, teachers, and diplomats. You taught me that rejection could forge strength. Today, I offer you the chance to learn what acceptance can create." The communication ended, leaving Anna and Helen alone with the weight of victory and the promise of tomorrow. "Think they'll accept the terms?" Helen asked. Anna looked out at Nexus Prime, the world that had shaped her destiny by trying to end it. "They will. Because today they learned the most important lesson in the galaxy. Never judge the strength of the pack by the size of its cubs." The smallest cub had indeed returned, not with vengeance, but with the wisdom to transform rejection into redemption.